Hey guys, Brian here again with another mat chat and kind of a tip for avoiding burnout. So, one of the big pieces that I see with students is obviously the biggest problem is retention, right? Keeping you guys on the mat and being able to train in a productive way for a long time. It takes a long time to get good at this sport. So, I want to give you guys a couple of tips to really work on being able to enjoy your time on the mat, because there are going to be pieces in parts of your training that just are going to suck. That's all there is to it. It's going to, like, sometimes there's going to be days that aren't fun. And maybe you don't feel good, or you've had a couple of hard rolls, or whatever it is, especially if you're trying to compete. This usually isn't as big of an issue for people who are not competitive, but not to say that they don't go through some of the same issues. So the first one is don't binge train, right? That's super simple. If you come in and you train 2, 3, 4 hours at a time, and then you try to do that back to back to back, um, it's probably not going to work out well for you. Your body just can't handle it. And unless you're one of those guys at the Brazilian gyms with a magical pharmacy in the back where they get juiced up real quick. You're probably not going to be able to do 2 a days for very long. And so I don't suggest that. It's bad for your mental health, and the other option is bad for your personal health. So there's that. Uh, the second is shift your perspective, right? So, for me, I have to shift my perspective having 70 white belts on the mat and 2 colored belts. Um, my goal isn't to get competitive rolls in every day. It's to find ways to improve my jiu-jitsu. Often you will see me doing rounds with both of my hands in my belt, or you will see me actually always right now starting on bottom in the worst position I can find, whatever it is that week. If we're doing side control, I'm in side control bottom. If we're in mount, I'm in mount bottom, right? I'm always in the worst position I can be in. For white belts, shift your perspective. It's not about winning every match, every round. Really focus on, did you get your base, your posture, and your connection right? After that, those are the only things I'm personally looking at in your game. Whether you're winning or losing is not the important part to me. So if you start measuring yourself against someone like, I have a couple of, D1, D2, D3 college wrestlers in here who are white belts. But they're also super gnarly, right? And if you're, a person off the street with no grappling background, you may get frustrated with the fact that both of you are white belts, but you're getting murdered by this person, right? You're going to get tossed around on the mat, especially from the feet and probably from top. So you just kind of have to, manage expectations. The third one is seek connections, right? So the gym is not only a place to get in shape and learn a skill, it is also a place to find your tribe and to build a community. And so we have gym events. We're always doing gym socials here. If your gym isn't doing that, they probably should be. We went out and watched the UFC a couple weeks ago, watched some of our guys from Ireland compete. And that was awesome, right? It was a good experience. Our morning class got to meet some of our people in the evening class and vice versa. So make some friends, find a support system, right? When I was training at the international headquarters in Portland, if I missed more than a day, people would be calling me, texting me, being like, "Where are you? Like, what's up?" I'm like, "We know that you're a consistent trainer in this class time. Like, where are you at?" And then the last thing I'm going to give you is a couple of bonus pieces, right? And these should be fairly obvious as adults, but it's like, take care of your diet, take care of your sleep. And if you need to supplement with some sort of exercise or recovery, just do it, right? Take a day off from doing jujitsu and maybe break it up with some striking, break it up with some lifting, come to a yoga class, whatever the case is. Do something to break it up a little bit and take care of yourselves. So hopefully those tips give you some ideas of what you can do to avoid burnout, so that you can stay in this for a long time, because it's going to be a long time to get good. No one gets good overnight. I'm 11 years in the gi right now. And I still don't feel like I've got a full grasp on the whole of jiu-jitsu. So Thank you for your time.